Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourselves, not looking to your own interests, but each of you to the interests of the others. In a nutshell, integrity, excellence, and patriotism are the core values that hold the key to your future success. I could share with you other virtues, but time would not permit. I'm equally grateful to see a university blooming with an increase in student population and academic programs that are in tandem with the market need and the national aspirations. The ongoing attraction of top scholars to join the university will certainly stimulate further growth and place the university in the league of top universities in the continent. I'm also very impressed by the prudent deployment of scarce resources towards expansion and modernization of facilities, notably the completion of construction of the ultra-modern library complex in Nakuru City campus, the mega conference hall in main campus, the renovation and refurbishment of facilities and the upgrade of the university transport fleet. Also noteworthy are the establishment of Kabarak University Press, the university moot court exploits, and the strategic move to offer online education. These achievements are worthy of commendation. Similarly inspiring is the active involvement in research, innovation, and outreach programs and activities by the university. Your engagement with the community at the local, regional, and national levels, and the strategic collaboration and partnership with the industry and peer institutions are commendable. The initiative to establish the Kabarak University. I wish to thank the parents, graduates, and partners for investing your hard-earned resources in the life of men and women graduating today. You made the right choice, and I'm sure you are not disappointed. Ladies and gentlemen, I conclude my remarks by wishing everyone Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. God bless you all. God bless Kabarak University. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my great honor and privilege to welcome our chief guest of honor, His Excellency Honorable Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. His Excellency has served in senior positions, as you all know, in the Republic of Kenya. He has served as Assistant Minister for Works, Housing, and Physical Planning. He has been Minister for Foreign Affairs and International Relations. He has been Minister for Education and Human Resources Development. He has been Minister for Tourism and Information. He has been Minister again of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, that I'm repeating. Minister for Environment and Natural Resources. And of course, he has been the Vice President and Minister for Home Affairs. His Excellency Dr. Kalonzo Musyoka is currently the party leader of Wiper Democratic Movement. And for me personally, what I've just read to you is one of the values and virtues that His Excellency Dr. Kalonzo has, which I've found in my journey with him. That is of integrity, excellence, and patriotism. I welcome you, Dr. Kalonzo Musyoka, to address the 18th congregation of Kabarak University. Karibu.
Well, thank you. Please. My brother, the Honorable Dr. Gideon Kipsiele Towet Moi, Chancellor, Kabarak University. Honorable Kipruto Moi, Chairman, Kabarak University Board of Trustees. Members of the Board of Trustees. Dr. John Kibosia, Chairman, Kabarak University Council. Members of the University Council. Professor Henry Kiplagat, who never grows old, Vice Chancellor of Kabarak University, members of the University Management Board, members of the University Senate, all members of staff of Kabarak University, alumni of Kabarak University, the class of 2022, parents, sponsors, and guardians, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to you. And wow, it's taken a while for me, I think, to have come back to Kabarak and to see one of the things that I was telling Dr. Gideon Moi was Mzee's ability to create an environment, not just academic environment, but even you land in Kabarak and you feel this is a very special place. The very trees that Mzee Moi planted have grown big. And these are days when you're talking about climate change and the environment. The fact that he appointed me as Minister for Foreign Affairs, Minister for Education, facts that have been referred to my brother Gideon Moi, are really, to me, a matter of great pride. So as we come to send you off, class of 2022, you were doing so on the shoulders of a colossus, an African colossus. That was Mzee Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi. At a very personal note, he made me his assistant minister. And I have a feeling that he had a hand in my getting elected as Member of Parliament, a young man from a village in Sekuru. In terms of environment, a very hot place. And I hope one of these days, Mr. Chancellor, would want to invite my brother, Professor Ngala, who has grown. He's actually a fixture in Moi, in Kabarak University, with the wonderful Kabarak choir, to tour some of the parts of this country and see how Mzee literally brought up a holistic nation. He detribalized it. If you could look at me, and I was not a Tugen or a Nandi, I think the least of the Kamba nation, because you know Sekuru is, you wouldn't think, it's not Machakos. People think Ukambani is Machakos. Or indeed, Dr. Makali Mulu's Kitui Central. These are heavens in terms of the cultural realities of those places. Sekuru of all the places, Mzee was able to identify me from such a place. I pay tribute, therefore, to him at this 18th edition of the graduation of Kabarak University. You become a center of academic excellence. And we congratulate you. My brother Gideon, you never dropped the baton when Mzee was the first chancellor, handed over to you. And my brother Raymond here and others who have lived and demonstrate the commitment that Mzee Moi had, not just to Kabarak University, but education in this country. I'll tell you the truth. I was his Minister for Education for 3.5 years. A lot of people don't remember that. They remember foreign affairs. I don't know why. And when I was Minister for Education, he had just gotten me from Minister of Foreign Affairs. The first thing that happened as a young minister for education in the year 1998 was the teachers went on strike. All of them. Ambrose Andongo, Katumanga, colossus in terms of Kenya National Union of Teachers leadership. They went on strike. And I remember from my office in Jogoo House, along Sitarambe Avenue, teachers demonstrating outside. They looked through the window, and I saw them demonstrating. And coming from the world of diplomacy, I told them, I own, and we must own our problem. Even this thing about what teachers should be paid, and the matter is as relevant today as it was then. I saw them demonstrating. I said, we own this together. We either swim or sink together as a ministry. I remember the lady demonstrating, members of KNUT, the lady teachers, came outside Jogoo House and they looked through the window and they, in a very intimidating manner, said, "Minister with the baby face, sink with Kanu and not with teachers." Wow. We didn't sink. About a week or so, Mzee Moi calls me at midnight, he's laughing, and he said, "Minister, they're all here." I said, "Who?" I asked him, "Mzee, who?" He said, "Oh, these big guys. Ambrose Andongo, Katumanga." And they had agreed. Mzee was a tough and an able negotiator. If Kenyans think I succeeded in any way as a foreign minister, it's because I had as a principle a man who knew his country and who loved his country and who was himself a foremost educator. You know, Mzee was, look at Alliance Girls, look at everywhere, look at all the schools. You are younger people, because if you're doing 18th edition of Kabarak University, you may not have seen that Mzee's architecture is what actually is Kabarak. And it's all over, written all over the country. Therefore, allow me to really, if you allow me, we can clap for Mzee so that he continues to sleep. I can go on and on about talking about Mzee Daniel Toro, teacher at Moi. And I see that my friend Gideon Moi, I only thought Gideon Moi, now he's got this Towet, he's also Kipsile, a wonderful man from the Rift Valley. One time Mzee Moi represented the whole of the Rift Valley in the then Legico. So, my being here today is indeed very personal, as it reminds me of my political father and great statesman, the late Mzee Daniel Arap Moi, the second president of the Republic of Kenya. He was a God-fearing, true patriot and educator par excellence, who was very passionate about every child going to school and getting an education. I was privileged, as I say, to have served in his administration. And Gideon, you got it right. Many people cannot even remember as Minister for Environment. Well, I was privileged to, in that capacity, go the way to Oslo to escort my deputy. And then was